Do you want to make your G-Wagon look that much better with one simple little touch? Well, we got that for you. Stay tuned and we can show you how. Hey guys, Dean Soleimani from Sliplow, and I'm really excited to show you some do-it-yourself kit that you could do on this beautiful G-Wagon. One of the biggest problems on the G-Wagon, the step stand, in my opinion. They've made everything in black. The side moldings, the front grille. You got the matte black finish here, black wheels, but then you have this ugly chrome on the step stand. We got an easy do-it-yourself solution that you could literally do yourself at home in probably 30 minutes to an hour. Happy to show this easy solution for you guys. So let's go and move on to the procedure on the installation and exactly all the tools that you need. The only thing you need is the isopure rubbing alcohol, microfiber towel for cleaning, and then obviously your new kit that we're gonna go ahead and install here. Try to clean this really well. You see all this black, and this is after I've already cleaned it once. And then what we want to do after we do clean all of this, want to kind of get in between the rubber. You should see at least a lot of black like that, especially if the car has been used for more than a month. Next thing you want to do is grab your kit. Make sure you're putting it on the right side, and this looks like it's fitting here. And what we've done to really simplify the installation and really correctly is, since this is a dry application, we've done a split where it's a split into half of the kit. But once we put the two pieces together, this material will pretty much make it invisible to the eye so you don't see the seam. That was one of the big concerns on look-wise, to see a seam, but once we finish, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now let's go ahead and put this first piece on. The main thing here is to line it up with this edge, and you want the top to match up. Make sure there's no chrome showing. The good thing about this material, it's very forgiving. And you notice I didn't take the back paper off here. It makes it a little easier to align with the back paper on. So now, once I have the alignment here, I could literally take this whole piece off. The main important part is to align this part, and then I could go slowly to make sure everything is aligned. I don't really see any chrome. And if I do, let's say I make a mistake here, right? Look how easy it is for this to, look how forgiving this material is. I can re-lift and reinstall as I want. So let's say I'm showing some chrome here. Again, I just pick at the edge and then boom, this is all you got to do. And all you need is your fingers. That's it. In fact, it's probably the best thing to use on this installation process. Here I have the second piece. This piece is a little larger. Again, what we want to do is align that as perfectly as we can. This kit was designed, go in a little bit. Don't take it off the backing of the paper. Align the top here. So what you could do is just pretty much move it from there. If you get any chrome, you could do piece by piece, little by little. I got no chrome showing. That's the most important part. Boom. See that? That installed super easy. That took less than, I would say, 3 minutes to do 2 panels. This is probably the hardest one here, and it's really not hard. It's just getting that chrome to line up. Well, what I like to do is go ahead and line it up as closely as possible as you can. Let me show even a little chrome here, and I'll tell you why after I actually install it. But my main thing is to match the top to the top layer here, because I can make adjustments later on to this piece. And I'll show you exactly what I mean after I lay this piece down. All right. I see, like, I got a little chrome showing here, so what I'll do is I'll just lift it, put it back down, make sure there's no chrome showing. Now, once I got it exactly where I want it, the best thing to do here is to move from top to bottom. You got this. Make sure there's no air bubbles. Even if you do get air bubbles, just in case, again, this item is repositionable, so you just lift it back up where you need to reposition or remove the bubbles. So here's what I meant here. So I have a little bit of chrome showing here, and I see only chrome showing here. So what I do after I've laid the rest of it down, I'll go ahead and stretch it just enough for me to go ahead and see no more chrome. And boom, chrome is gone. Here's the last piece on this side, which is the driver bottom, right? Driver front. The most important part about this one, this is probably one of my favorite and easier ones. The only issue I see once in a while is chrome maybe showing up top. That's where you gotta kind of position it nicely. Again, if you miss a line, you could re-lift and reposition really easily. So I see I'm showing a little chrome at the bottom here, very slight. So again, I reposition and lift it to the area I needed. And then again, you move from side to side with your fingers and just go from side to side, push that piece down. Like right here, I'm showing a little bit more chrome that I'd like. So again, I'm gonna re-lift, super easy, and reposition. And boom, again, start from the back, see a little bit more chrome than I like. Here we are, okay? Now you notice only half of this is done.
That's on purpose. The main reason is the installation process becomes super easy. That's number one. Number two, because you have to stretch this material, if you made it to the exact size, it'll never be consistent. And number three, as in looks goes, once you put this material on top of one another, it's pretty much invisible. It goes away, it's camouflaged so well that you won't even see it. Like you have to point it to somebody to maybe they will be able to see it. Let's go ahead and show how the other side is done, and then you'll see what the product looks when you actually go ahead and seam it together.
Same thing as the other side, guys. Just align, put the material on top. Make sure from the top it's not showing any chrome. If it is, again, reposition as you need to. Little by little, you go ahead and put this on. And realistically, once you get it going, you can take that whole piece off. Look at that. Easy install. No chrome is showing. Boom, look at that. Easy. Less than a minute, literally. Here we are again, second piece. We're trying to come as close as possible to this here. Realistically, if you get it right, it should be perfectly right on. Boom. There's two pieces. Let's get the third. This one you could adjust if there's some chrome. The main thing at the beginning is to try to line up the top. Now, since I want to make adjustments on that side, I'm going to start from here, pushing down again. You can see I got some bubbles here. I'd like to say it was on purpose, but I'm glad I did it so I could show you guys how easily, again, it's readjustable. Get the top organized again. The reason I got the bubble is because I didn't push, I went too far on one area before putting it down. I pushed and then there was a center pocket that was remaining with the air. The repositioning of this product makes it super easy. Here I am again, you can see where I'm showing a little silver. I stretch it exactly where I want it, and boom. There goes all the chrome. Now, we got a perfect piece. And then we got one last one to complete this process on this side, on this step stand. Line up the edge. I don't show any chrome. Again, I want to start from the bottom here. Push in so I don't show any air bubbles. And voila, we are done. So the reason we put these two extra pieces on here for you, you may have or may not have got them, is just in case you see an overlap here and then you want to seam it and have a perfect finish, you could do it in that route. So this way you see even less chrome, just in case. But realistically, you shouldn't even need those. And again, just look how well the butt seam fits into the other side, so you don't need to see anything. But that's why we put these additional pieces, just in case you see some additional chrome and you don't want to stretch it. You could just apply them as is right here. You can see it completely makes it black. You want to even make it more invisible, you could take a heat gun or a blow dryer and just apply a little heat on these edges, and they become even a little bit more invisible to the eye because they're laying down really nicely. And then I just take a little heat gun to everything. Make sure it's laying down really nicely. You don't really even need this process, but you have it. It's a nice little extra touch. or you could get away without it. Just don't wash the car for a couple days and this thing will be ready to go. It's stuck on. You could remove it down the line. It's easy to remove, but this stuff is amazing. Don't overheat, just, it shouldn't sit there for more than maybe 2 seconds. Anything over that might be a little too much and it might gloss up the material, so be careful to not overheat. There you go, guys. Car's done, beautiful, ready to go. What a big difference. This whole matte black finish, and then you had that little chrome just standing out right in front of your eye, completely done. Less than 5-10 minutes. And it's not like I'm fully skilled to do this. I am not, to be honest, but this stuff is that easy to work with. Once you see this, it's hard to look at any other G-Wagon the same way.